Unbelievable, no!
I've fallen and I can't get up. Woo!
Very slowly.
Lumpy in a few spots, but it's pretty good.
My advice to the senior class for the year of 1990 is that they graduate.
Is to mellow out, to study, and to prepare for college.
Grow up.
Leave! Join the Army!
My advice to the senior class is to come back and visit as often as you can.
Let me get first dibs on the furniture. Be all that you can be and some more.
When you guys get out of here, you gotta promise me one thing. You do a lot of partying.
Not to party too much before final exams.
Work hard and have lots of parties.
Grow up.
My advice to the senior class is to lead a clean life.
If I wasn't a teacher at the Trinity-Pawling school, I'd love to own a small shop by the ocean.
To run a marina, taking care of boats.
What I would like to be, if I were not a teacher, would probably be a travel agent, because I think it would be fantastic to be able to travel anywhere in the world with very little expense.
I would be the head hockey coach at Harvard University.
I'd be the ad exec in a big advertising firm in Chicago.
What would I be? I'd be a professional baseball player, but I don't have the eye-hand coordination.
I think I'd probably be making bombs for the CIA.
Be rich and famous and running on the beaches in southern France.
I'd like to be the starting forward for the New York Knicks.
My whole image is going to depend on this one sentence.
I would be a professional volleyball player on the beaches of Southern California.
A mountain woman living in the deep woods of Vermont.
Doing some sort of painting out in the fields or on a campus or in a city.
I can't think of anything better than being a teacher.
Smile.
Get out of here.
What's up? Hello.
Hello.
captain of the 1990 varsity football team, I feel we had a season filled with drive and motivation. We worked hard together all year and had a lot of team spirit. We had outstanding performances from our running back, Jake Felix, and on defense, Danny Bergen. The entire team was always there to follow their lead. Good luck to everybody next year.
The 1990 varsity soccer season had outstanding defense. Our games were 0-0s and 1-0 games throughout the season. John Pratt led the defense, outstanding play at sweeper, and excellent goalies. And when we scored our goals, they were sweet goals.
It's been a building year for cross country. It was a lot of fun. A lot of personal bests were reached and some new up-and-coming stars. I'm really looking forward to next year.
Today marks an important milestone in the history of Trinity-Pawling School with the installation of its 6th headmaster, Archibald A. Smith.
Capable, energetic, an effective teacher, coach, and dorm master, a successful college placement counselor, an experienced and efficient administrator, but best of all, we know him as a friend, always quick with support and help.
Mr. Colhoun spoke of 3 challenges which face me in Trinity-Pawling. Not one has an easy solution. Each one requires careful analysis, careful planning, competent execution, and a little bit of luck.
I thought that as a member of the Board of Trustees, this was a very class act. Very good for the future of the school, very confidence building as far as the words I had heard from the new headmaster, and some excellent advice from the main speaker.
I hired Arch 15 years ago and have an enormous amount of faith in him. And I think the school, and particularly you boys and the faculty, are really lucky to have someone like him here who you know and who knows you all. And I think it's just wonderful.
A special, momentous occasion for the students to keep in touch with our past and look to the future. I'm only a small piece of it.
Murph.
Murph, how'd you get that?
How'd you get that?
My God.
How'd you get this thing?
Group 1, boys. Membership has its privileges.
Oh, nice job. Group 1.
Three things I would take on Desert Island is a big sailboat, friends, and refreshments.
Probably as many Rockettes as I could in one ship.
Women and some ice.
I would bring the 20,000 books that this library has to offer and read every one of them.
Michelle Pfeiffer, I don't need anything else. A VCR,
Big keg of Diet Coke.
a TV set,
Oh, TV set. A huge big TV set.
and the video yearbook.
My synthesizer and my dog.
My wife, Mrs. Taylor, Wilson, and lots of suntan lotion.
I bring a TP handbook, Arch, and a woman.
The boat.
Take a calendar, Coid, and a radio.
TP box lunch because they're just so incredibly good.
The first thing would be my wife. If I said anything else, my life here wouldn't be worth living.
Suntan lotion.
2, ditto, my son. Students, so I could yell at, so I could feel at home.
I'd like to take all my teachers to TV because I've had such a great time here.
This year's hockey team was very strong defensively, led by senior goaltender number 1, Greg Szynski, who was the Coach's Award winner. Wayne Connell led the offense. He was number 12. He was the MVP of the team this year. And 2 seniors, Chris Dolan and Sean Hennessy, were the Reese Award winners. Good luck to all the seniors next year. Thanks for another good year.
The 1990-91 basketball season was a very exciting one. All of the players worked very hard to achieve to their potential. I think we grew both as people and as players, and I look forward to continued success in the future.
Here we are, the Big Birch Mountain and the ski team.
The 1990-91 Trinity-Pawling wrestling season had a very good season. We had a real good mix of old wrestlers back from last year and about 6 or 7 new boys coming into the school.
Jeff, are you studying for that test?
Yeah, I'm just getting started, as a matter of fact.
Have you studied all the terms yet?
Well, I got most of them down. There's a couple.
Have you studied the important ones at least?
Yeah, I looked.
Tell me, do you understand what neo-epistemological deconstructionism is?
Yeah, sure.
How about the elliptical solecism?
Not
Negative
really.
capability?
Well, that one I haven't.
Perspicuity? Do you realize, Jeff, that the mark you receive on this test will determine, for the most part, what you receive for the term? And if you don't do well this term, you won't be going to college.
Yeah,
I hope you understand the severity of this test. It's very important.
I see.
Get to work.
Yo, if I see another chicken in the dining hall, I swear to God I'm gonna go crazy and hurt somebody!
Where are my skates, young man?
Jeff, you mind if we're playing here? Thanks.
I'm studying for a test here. Jake, must we do this now?
Jeff, Henry's going out and they want you to take care of Pepper.
No, now wait a minute. This is
Thanks.
Evan, I can't. Pep? You alright, Pep? Huh? Sit down. Sit. Pepper. Study.
Quiet. I wish it was an arch.
My God, we're... No way. I'm in Mr. Smith's office. No, this isn't happening.
Gina, come in here. I'd like you to take a letter. Oh, well, me. To Steve Bartlett. Rest of pits canceled. All seniors in Group 1. And no Saturday classes for the rest of the year. Thank you, Darren. Can you take care of those for me, please? Thank you very much. Good girl. A-Dog's old office. What next?
Mr. Dussault, I've done as you have requested. Saturday classes have been canceled for the rest of the year. Pits are abolished, and all seniors will be in Group 1. Thank you, and I love your tie.
Thank you, Dick. Perfect. Just as I wanted.
Good afternoon, Trinity-Pawling School. Yes, you would like Headmaster Mr. Dussault?
Hello, this is the headmaster speaking. May I help you? Mr. Calhoun. Glad you could call. I want to make a couple of changes for next school year. No? I want to make a couple of changes for this school year. Listen up. God. I just had the weirdest dream.
Mr. Official, did you sign my weekend slip? Luke, you're kidding.
You think I'd let you go anywhere? Get out of here. Cease.
Well, would you like me to rephrase that question?
Well, you know, Luke, you've always been one of my favorite students. You have a good weekend, son.
All right, thank you very much. I will.
Yeah, well, you know, E equals MC squared, and that's what
I gotta clean.
Jolly, work hours are easier with pledge.
Okay. I'd like you to see Trinity-Pawling the way it really is. Come in. This is your tour guide now.
Gee, this is really neat.
Can we go home now?
At Trinity-Pawling, our teachers are our best friends.
Gee, this is really neat.
At Trinity-Pawling, we have a really strict dress code.
Gee, that's really neat.
I have to go to the bathroom.
We only get gourmet food at TP.
Gee, this is really neat.
You got another one.
Yeah.
As you can see, we really have good sportsmanship here.
Gee, that's really neat.
At TP, we really don't miss girls.
Sure.
Mario, are you ready to go to the dance?
We get a lot done in the library. It's real quiet.
Gee, this is really neat.
Shuttle Atlantis and the Gamma Ray Observatory.
The fire is only 20% contained.
To the top I keep on climbing.
Cincinnati, the champions of baseball.
We got the break just to make it today.
Duke has won its first national championship.
A unified Germany abruptly resigned.
Dad, I'm not getting racy. I've been racy.
Not guilty of obscenity.
I will welcome this whole investigation.
Saddam is making the mistake of his life. They are hostages, and the whole world knows it.
We want peace!
Just 2 hours ago, Allied air forces began an attack.
Scots, come again.
Everybody in it, it's either wounded or dead.
We were the thunder and lightning of Desert Storm.
It's either them or me.
Aggression is defeated. The war is over.
What am I going to miss at TP? I'm going to miss all the fun on the weekends, all the wild parties, all the girls that come up on campus just to see us. Basically, that's just it.
Morning chapel.
Definitely PH's power hours.
That'd have to be chapel, pit, evening study hall, followed closely by, shall we say, breakfast, dinner late. The list goes on and on.
The male-to-female ratio.
I'm gonna miss beating up on Mr. Harlan.
Getting up at the 2-minute bell for chapel.
I'm gonna miss chapel. I already missed it 3 days this week.
He has no clue. Work hours. Saturday night pizza.
Conan the library.
Catching up on my sleep during the academic day.
Probably Saturday morning classes.
Spent these years watching and helping each other grow, whether it be at a track meet, in French class, or in the room across the hall in the dorm. How could we have developed these qualities without the 24-hour guidance and support of our faculty? It is time to say goodbye. As a graduate of last year once told me, it's always easier to say goodbye when you know that you'll be coming back someday.
No matter where we may go or what we may do, nothing can change the fact that we all have shared this time together. And we now share a common achievement, graduating from TP. Thank you.
Mr. Cardinal, it's my honor and privilege to present to you the senior class, the class of 1991, and I respectfully request that you award them their diplomas.
Big move, yeah, boy. Yeah. There you go, yeah. Yeah, look at fucking that.
Smile. Good morning, how can you smile?
Nicely.